This is a demo for CSC 588, milestone 2. Well, let's just start with the demo first. Start with what? Okay, start with number 2. Okay, so that's for demo 2, and well, then I will demo the first one. That is the instances. Okay, so that's for demo 1. So demo 1 and 2 were demoed in the milestone 1, but different things is now I have the time event and command pattern implemented. So the time event is essentially just stores the have a command with it, a name, but the name is not used. So right now all the name are initialized as uninitialized because it's not useful here right now, but I just didn't remove it yet. And it has a trigger time and a delta time. So what it does is when it's trying to initialize that, I will take a command and a trigger time. This trigger time is going to determine when this command is going to be executed. And the delta time, well, by default the value is 0, so I can create a, like in the first demo, yes, I'll just create only passing the trigger time without the delta time behind it, because when the delta time was set to 0, it's just going to be a one-time event. And if the delta time was set to any other values, it would just, based on this delta time, we're going to be used to determine when would this event be called next time, and would just keep going on and on until I quit the until I just clear all of the events and remove all of them. The command patterns have this base class, the command, and every other command is just derived from this base class. So I can have them, give them different purposes. And also for the second demo, I I have the this playlist. Well, this playlist, what I created playlist, I see as a list, but I make it as a manager. So this manager is going to store a lot of wave. A wave is just what I store the buffer in it, and it will have only one source voice. In other case, if I have a voice, see it like in the first demo, we'll create a voice. The voice itself has a source voice and a wave file, but the playlist, just because it's a list, you have multiple wave files. Have a list of wave files. So it's the manager, so it's store all the wave files. Right here, I just keep adding wave files to it, and then I put this playlist to the audio engine. The audio engine is my it's the main thing that keep running, and it has this update function, and the update, you see if it does have a playlist, you just check if this playlist still has existing buffers to be used. If it has, we just then check whether this one, the current one, is finished. If current one is finished, it will just call this audio stage. This audio stage is just going to get the next wave and then use that buffer to, let's say, to refill this source voice, and then just keep playing it. Then until you reach the end, it will just delete that, and then it's pass a end demo command to the timer manager. This one is just going to has this end control, because all these demos are in the same thread. It's a demo thread. It just in the thread, the timer is going to be running. The reason I have the timer manager running here is because we're using the file slow to load the file, so it's really slow. So I load the file first, and then I start running the timer and do all the timer manager things, so that this value will be up to date instead of like in the first case. When I finish loading, the second one is probably over 1 or 2 seconds left, so the second one start playing. So I don't want that to happen. Well, so let's look about the third demo. So this is a priority table. So where do I put it? The audio engine itself, it is a manager. So actually, this is the priority table. It has its own arrow returns, and whenever I just add the voice to it, and with the priority, it was default as -1. And well, in the game, I call it command just to keep adding sound and voice to the priority table, which is the audio engine, along with the priority value. So whenever you take one, it will just first see at its count. This can go up to 6. So if it's under 6, everything's cool. I just see where I want to put it, or I want to add it to the end. So if it's right at 6, it means it's full. I would just see. I would just keep trying. So if I would first determine if I am too big, my priority is too low, even for the last one, the tail, then it's automatically fail, because I will not going to add this node. But well, if it's not, I'll just start from the head and just from wherever I can insert this. I'm just going to remove the last node, and then I'll remove the last node first, and then I'm just going to add this like it was on the 6th. So that's how the priority table goes. And right now by pressing spacebar, I'm just going to keep printing the active table. So in the demo 4, I think we can see it working. So now let's press 4. Okay, so now there's nothing left in the table. Well, because I haven't finished the 5th demo, so that's all the demo I have. So let's press Q to quit this, and we can see there's no memory leaking. So let's talk about the 4th one. This one, when I initialize it, I will have this voice callback also initialized. It stores a name in it, so it does have a name. I can assign different names to it, and then add voice to it. But different with other add voice, if I have another voice callback here, it will just going to initialize differently, because if I don't pass anything in, it will be a null pointer. It's just going to have its own generic one. But if it has any value, it's just going to replace that with this specific one. And also, the audio engines keep running these update. So the update is going to run through all the table over and over. And once it finds out that this node is finished, it's just going to dump that. So that's what we're seeing here in the output, these values. And then we'll stop the voice, and we're going to remove that from the table. And then just now to make room for the other nodes. So that's it for the demo, and thank you. I'm trying to catch up and finish the last one as soon as possible.